Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I am your host, Tiffany Daniels, and if you want to know what that one's about, yes, I just made that batch of tea and I burnt my leg. Ow. We're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, folks, but before we get going here, a few disclaimers. First off, it is my granny birthday today. So, after I get off here, I gotta wish her a happy birthdays. And Paul's alive, folks. Just saying, Paul's alive. I went in today, helped him fill out an application for Medicaid, which he's, let's face it, a very good candidate for. So, yay! All right. Now, we are going to find a link to the report right there in the description box, alongside the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign, including Autistic Hoya's massive archive on the subject, and the templates. Sign your name and click on your senator, and the ever-present, self-explanatory, change.org, Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. Now, folks, when we talk about the JRC, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones, all right? It is 3:16 in the afternoon, folks, and if you must know, yes, I am already exhausted. So if I stumble over any of my words, my apologies in advance, all right? Okay, so we are going to where we all left off, which is page 53, 13.4, Physical Facility Architectural Barriers. The private special education program shall assure that students with limited mobility have access, free from barriers to their mobility, to those areas of the school buildings and grounds to which access is necessary for the implementation of IEPs for such students. All schools receiving federal funds shall meet the requirements of Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. If any part of the program is not accessible to students with limited physical mobility, a plan and timetable is provided that describes how the school will make all programs in appropriate buildings accessible. It's not rated, response required, yes, and I'm not going to read the same fucking comment that we all know they've used to cover a myriad of sins about this stupid renovation. So we're moving on. Kitchen, dining, bathing, toilet, living areas. The private special education program shall ensure that all kitchen, dining, bathing, toilet, and living areas are adequate type, size, and design appropriate to the ages and needs of the students. The program shall also maintain areas that are clean, well ventilated, and free from hazards. This is very interesting because, folks, you remember about the food and safety hazards that the New York report found. So let's see what smoke they're going to blow up our ass, shall we? Provide students with equipment, supplies, and materials, kitchen equipment, dining utensils, toilets, sinks, individual furniture, and storage space, which are clean, safe, and appropriate to ages and needs of the students. So we're going to talk about the furniture, not about the food conditions. Interesting. Design all living areas to stimulate the functional arrangements of a home and to encourage personalized atmosphere for small groups of students, unless the school can justify another arrangement is necessary to serve the particular needs of the students enrolled in the school. Which they always do. Remember, they don't encourage interaction amongst the students. Post a list of student food allergies in all appropriate areas of the residence. And again, renovations. We're not reading that. It's ad nauseum at this point. Classroom space. Each room or area that is utilized for the instruction of students shall be adequate with respect to number of students, size, and age of students, and student-specific educational needs, physical capabilities, and occasional vocational activities. Yeah, I'm gonna believe they do vocational activities. Okay, Karen. I am not going to read that. Why do you feel the need to put that sentence down every 5 minutes? 13.7 Library Resource Room. In addition to the regular instructional area, the school shall have a library or resource room, comparable instructional resource area approved by the Department of Education, that contains a variety of materials appropriate to the age and the abilities of the students enrolled. Again, they got around that because renovations. Does anybody find it a coinky dink, a convenient one, that the reason why the Massachusetts Department of Education was not allowed to do a very thorough search and research into this place because of renovations? Does anybody think that timing was an accident? Because I don't. 13.8 indoor space. The school shall have a minimum of 35 square feet of activity space per student, exclusive of hallways, lockers, toilet rooms, isolation rooms, kitchen, closets, offices, or areas regularly used for other purposes. Additionally, all programs must ensure that all areas, including but not limited to floors, ceilings, walls, are clean, well maintained, and free from safety hazards. Protect all stream and hot water pipes by permanent screen guards, insulations, or any other suitable devices which prevent students from coming in contact with them. Maintain room temperatures, at least not less than 68 degrees. Excuse me. Fahrenheit at 0 Fahrenheit outside, and not more than outside temperature when outside temperature is above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And designate space separate from classroom areas for administrative duties and staff or parent conferences. And then they're going to talk about the outdoor space. The school shall maintain access to an outdoor play area of at least 75 square feet per student using it at any one time. Outdoor play areas shall be accessible to direct sunlight and free from hazards and or harsh or abrasive materials. If adjacent to a highway or other dangerous area, it shall be fenced with a non-climbable barrier at least 5 feet high. Again, they're listing renovations. Now, I'm going to stop there because I have some questions. You notice how they keep using that renovations excuse as to why they couldn't fully investigate in these areas, right? You're noticing that. What I'd also notice is there doesn't seem to be any follow-up. Why was there no visits that happened after this time period, after being informed that the renovations had been completed, to make sure that they were up to code? It makes one ponder, doesn't it? Now, on that note, folks, I'm going to keep it short and close out for tonight. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this evening. And as always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye. Hi, meow. He wanted to say hi. Kitty says hi.